Top three things in my notebook this morning. Number one, the VIX. Number two, India. And number three, the price of oil. So looking at the front month of volatility on the equity side, we're going to get an oversold signal here today. So again, on our immediate term trade duration, the VIX will be immediate term trade oversold around 1301. Number one, that will be making a higher low. And number two, that means that the equity market in and of itself is immediate term trade overbought. So again, consider that immediate term signal within the inverse relationship that is volatility versus price in the S&P 500. Again, the immediate term trade overbought line for the S&P 500 is 1888. Now on India, India continues to be one of Darius Dale's favorite emerging markets, and again, this continues to work in the face of not only some political reform or at least change, and the currency not going down in a ball of fire anymore. So again, what you get here in India this morning is another positive divergence versus the region. And again, looking at the major parts of the region, Japan or China, you'd much rather be long India on the equity side, up another 0.5% at up 7% for the year to date, as Dr. Raj continues to deliver versus the Keynesian bureaucrats. And then finally, the price of oil, which we were bearish on and continues to be a bearish trend signal. Again, trend is different than trade. It's intermediate term in terms of its duration, and you can see that in the daily risk range product where we put up 12 different big macro levels, and obviously oil and natural gas have been bearish trend now for a month. So again, you're seeing that fail again at the tail risk line and the trend line for oil, which is very, very bearish, and the street remains very bullish in terms of net positioning, and I'm talking futures and options contracts in oil. There's over 400,000 in terms of a net long position currently. So again, the price doesn't agree with that. People were long Putin, and that didn't work, and now you have 104 on Brent this morning, which for the consumer, which is getting plugged by inflation, is a very good thing. So those are your top three things.